Hello and welcome to Retro for You. Today we're going to be working on something a bit different. Yes, the cat's here decided she wanted to come into the video. She often sits basically when I'm working underneath my desk. I was recording this intro video and she jumped up on my knee, so I thought let's keep her in the video for a bit. Anyway, behind me here, I don't know if you can see, I've got a really good game running on an Atari. Sure you recognise that game, Berserk, great game. This Atari, by the way, came in for repair to me and it had a broken tier chip. I didn't do a video on it because basically I've done a few videos on Atari 2600s anyway. But a big shout out and thanks to Steve B from the Atari 2600 owners group that basically sourced me a tier chip, so I was able to get this Atari going again. Of course, it's great to save another console anyway. So, like I said before, today we're going to be working on this. She's going in there now. Today we're going to be working on this parcel here. I'm not going to tell you what it is until we start the video, so you can see that anyway. You can probably guess what it is by the size of it, hopefully. Take your guess now if you want. Right. If you're here for the first time, then please hit the subscribe button here. It's always good to have comments as well, so comment down below. So, let's crack on. I'll see you after the short intro. I'm going to try and get this fishy thing fixed. Cheers, thanks, see you soon. Welcome back. Today, I've been up the attic and I pulled this down. I thought I'd do something different. We haven't done anything from this manufacturer before. So it's not Atari, it's not Nintendo, it's not Commodore. Let's just guess who we haven't done. It's another big manufacturer. And you can tell by the size of it. You probably guess what it is by now. I mean, basically, look. It is Sega Gamegear. Now these were released to basically against Nintendo's Game Boy. In a way it's superior because it had basically a colour screen for a start. That was a big thing, but the drawback of this was, can you remember, it used to cost you a fortune in batteries. I mean, even today, I mean, look at this, you've got 6 AA batteries, and 6 AA batteries in them days, expensive. In fact, you will not believe the amount of controls I've had to read to get these batteries now. So we're going to stick some batteries in it. This has come from up the attic again, out one of my boxes. So this is the first time I've tested it. So we're going to stick these in. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to use different make batteries, but I'd tempt you on remote controls to get these batteries. I mean, 6 batteries. Crazy. Shows a model alternative now, so there's the 2 back covers on. We have a game here called Dragon Crystal. That looks amazing, doesn't it? As you can see, I've not tried this game. But let's plug this in. And we'll just switch to a zoomed in mode. There you go. Unfortunately this is a digital zoom, but for now, at least you can see. So what I do is I flick this on. Oh, we've got a power light. It looks like we've got a backlight. Well, that's about it. We've got any sound? Got no sound. If we turn this up, oh yeah, we've got some green bars. Basically, can you see that? Yeah, that isn't working, unfortunately. So we'll get this basically turned off now and get this apart and have a look inside, see what's going on. So let's just remove these batteries. And then remember, there's one security screw here, which was from behind the game. And also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Phillips screws. So I get this taken apart now. I'll leave you guys with a bit of music. Okay, now that's in two halves now. Now see these capacitors here? These are prone for leaking. They're basically capacitors but in like a square case and then folded down flat. I can see there. Yeah, I can definitely see most of them have started to leak. There's also some on the audio board there and some on the power board here which have also leaked as well. You can see corrosion on here. Basically what we'll do, we'll get this out and then we'll get it under the scope so you can have a look. There you go. Now unfortunately the screen is attached to this ribbon here. You don't really want to mess with that. Because it can easily be damaged. So what we'll do, we'll put a cloth onto that. And these obviously the buttons here, you don't want to lose these, and we'll clean them up later and give it a good clean. The screen as well is filthy dusty, so we'll just put these to one side. And we're going to have a look at this. So I'm just going to get the microscope set up and then I'll be back. So I'm back with the microscope, and as you can see here, look how disgusting that is. Can you see how it's basically leaked everywhere and corroded? I mean, that's just one cap there. We'll just move around the board. This next cap, look. I mean, that one's covered in like all sorts of hairs as well. Just go around all the caps. There's another capacitor this way. There you go. Is that the same one we just did? And then some more down here. There you go. You can see it's leaked. You can tell that also it's basically nearly damaged the rest of them here as well. If you look under here, you see all this corrosion and scraping off. That's capacitor vomit. That's the easiest way of describing it. Basically they've just vomited all over the stuff. So this is going to need some work. There again, vomit. Again, that one doesn't look too bad. Neither does that one. Obviously all those others there have just leaked everywhere. We'll check on the other side here. Quickly does it. That one, not too bad. But we're still going to change them anyway. Now this one down here has leaked. So first things first, we're going to try and remove these caps. And what I remember, these are actually glued on as well. So I think I need to just try and twist them off like so. That came off pretty easy actually. So I need to twist them off as well. Let's try this one down here as well. See this one? It's basically they're glued as well. So I need to try and twist them a bit. This one doesn't want to free off, but we'll work on these two because these seem to be. So we're going to snip the legs off like so, and then we're going to get some flux. So that's both the legs removed, I think. Let's just get a knife and scrape all that muck off. You can see the amount of corrosion on there is just but the smell again, honestly man, it is disgusting. So we're going to get some flux. Now you can see those pads are starting to look a lot better. So next what we'll do, we'll get a bit of soda wick. So I'm going to wick that pad off. Soda wick the other pad off. You can see now being careful that edge of the screen there, or the screen of the backlight is very close. So that's those two pads there now, basically, as an example. You can see the difference. You can see all the muck, obviously, but what we'll do, get some IPA. We'll drown them in IPA. And then you know what's coming next, don't you? And Woolbud to get it squeaky clean. Give it a good clean. Until squeaky clean. And can you see the difference there now? I mean, the before and after is really good. I mean, look at that. That's really good. So there's not really any contamination there anymore. And we basically need to do this to every capacitor on the board. So I'm not going to let you watch it all. I'll let you watch this first one. And I will carry on and film this in full speed whilst I think the best bet is to cut them off. Basically I'm going to just cut them off, snip the legs and carry on doing this while I film. So I'll see you after I've done these. See these little SMD ones, so these little surface mount caps, I mean some are tiny like these, will fit in place of the others. I guess you gotta basically put them across like so, and then just solder pad to pad. So all in all, it makes a much neater job, and basically this is how it should have come, because they had caps like that in them days, because they've got them fitted there, but maybe they couldn't have the same value, I don't know. We've got 100 UF, 1 UF, 10 UF already here to go. So basically we're going to get these fitted and see how we get on. So I have this great guide now from Rectal 6 which tells you where to put the caps. Now, so the first one I'm going to put on is this 10 UF, which is here. So basically we have to get these in the tweezers like so, position it across the two pads and then hold it in place while we solder this. I'm trying to think the best way to do this, whether it's solder paste, which it might be a good idea to use some solder paste. Let me see, I've got some solder paste here on the side. Solder paste would help hold them as well. This is where I need 5 hands now. So we're just going to put some solder paste on. Yeah, that looks messy, doesn't it? And then we're basically going to position this like so. When my LCD is going to get the better of me in a minute, and I'm going to want to try to get this straight. So I'm going to try and hold it in place while applying some heat. I think that is actually, so we're just going to hold it, apply the heat. That's soldered in place, which it is, I think. Looks a bit cockeyed, doesn't it? So now we're just pop it up with a bit of normal solder here. Just tidy it up. So there you go, and we'll just give this a clean off, and it'll basically, be careful that wire there. Can you see there how it looks? So now we've got no big cap, we've got these little SMDs which are really, really nice. I do like that. Great idea, Rectal 6. I know it's not the easiest thing to solder, but once you get used to doing these, you'll be okay. So instead of that big, ugly, leaking cap, and these things will last forever, mate. Honestly, they're great. So next is another 10 UF, which is going down here. You see where we moved the cap from here? So same again. main camera now, okay? So you can see this puzzle done. It looks a lot tidier, it's a lot cleaner, and to be honest, I'm quite happy with that. I'm happy with these caps over the other caps. So we'll just zoom in, you can see the difference that looks now. It's a lot more modern. No more big black horrible leaky caps everywhere. So that's it for that one. So what we'll do now, we'll just get the power board out and then the soundboard after that. So just give me a minute to get this, put this to one side where it's safe. And now we just need to remove this side here. There's a power board that basically, I've got the soundboard in place, I've got the power board in place, these are both recapped. Now we're going to carry on putting it together and I will see you after this is done. So let's moment of truth. Turn it on. Oh, it's different. Looks like it wants to work. Oh, there you go. Good old blow trick. I don't know if you can see that. But there you go. It's hard to get on camera, but as you can see, we now have a fully working Game Gear. It's very difficult to film. I'm poisoned, it says. I don't actually know what to do on this game, but as you can tell, the sound is lovely and clear now. It's like an RPG, this game is. I'm not sure whether that button's a bit iffy, but the thing is we've got a working Game Gear now, which we didn't have before, which was really bad. So thanks again for watching. This is the first set of handhelds we've done, and I hope you enjoyed this. I would recommend using those capacitors from Retro 6. Obviously because they're smaller, they look neater on the board, and obviously it's a more modern thing. I've got some other handhelds to look at, obviously from Nintendo, from Sony, etc. But I just want to get this one out of the way and obviously give Sega some love, because we haven't done any Sega videos before. So thank you again for watching, and if this is your first time here and you enjoyed this, then give me a like. Drop me a comment below. I love hearing comments from people. And I shall see you next time on Retro for You. Thanks again, everyone. See ya. Bye.